I don't know. Um, so I figured I would do a little update video thing since I haven't posted any much of anything about the trip so far. For those unaware, I'm currently in Cheyenne, Wyoming, in the hotel. Sean flew back home for his mom's birthday, so I'm just kind of relaxing. Um, for the most part, nothing has really gone as planned so far. Um, we went to Chicago first. Um, spent a few days there with Alpha, and then we drove up to uh, Minneapolis. But no, we went to Great Wolf Lodge, and then we went up to Minneapolis, so we got to experience the water park there and everything. But I need to backtrack a little bit. I've been having issues with my phone to the point where it was unusable. It wouldn't charge at all. So I was looking to upgrade to the HTC 10. Um, since it had just been released, and I was up for an upgrade, and no Sprint stores in my area before we left had it in stock. I went to, well, I made an appointment at one store and said that I was looking to upgrade to the HTC 10, and then I went in and they acted like they had no clue what appointments were, and then they didn't have any in stock. They said there wasn't any in the area that had it in stock, but I could probably expedite it overnight. Um, so I went home. I was looking into that. Can expedite it overnight. It was only 2 to 5 day business shipping, but I did find a store about 40 minutes away from me that said it had it in stock. So I made an appointment. No, I paid for it online. Said I was gonna pick it up in store at this location at this time. So I drove out there, and once again they were acting like they had no clue about the appointments online or anything, and they had none in stock. The only one they had was the display model. So at that point, I had paid $300+ for a phone that I did not have. So I immediately went home, called them, and they canceled the order, and it took a few days, but I got my money back for that. Um, so then we left and went to Chicago, went to Great Wolf Lodge, and we've been calling around, seeing if anyone no, we went to Chicago. When we were in Chicago, we were calling around. No one had it still, so Sean let me use his old Nexus um, for the time being. So we went to the Sprint store in Chicago to get a SIM card for it, and they didn't have any, which was weird. So we drove down the street to the Best Buy, got a SIM card there. Right when the guy sold it to us, he ran off, so we drove back to Sprint store so we could get activated. The guy there spent about 45 minutes on the phone with whoever, giving them all the information to get activated. He said it would take 24 to 48 hours, and then it would be all good. It still isn't activated, and this is about a week and a half, 2 weeks later. So then we drove up to Great Wolf Lodge, and that thing still wasn't working, and we were getting extremely fed up with it. So we decided to just order the phone from the HTC website, pay for it in full, and they had overnight next morning shipping. So we paid for that because we were going to be at Great Wolf for about 2 or 3 days. And paid for it. Money was immediately removed pretty much from the account. Then never got any tracking information or confirmation really about it. Then when it came to the date, we still didn't hear anything when it came to the day that we were checking out. So we call HTC, oh, we've been having it's on back order, but it should be out in the next few days. So then I had to ask people at Great Wolf, they could just hold it because we were just driving up to Minneapolis. So they could hold it, and then we would drive down and pick it up when it arrived, and they said yes, no problem. Thankfully, drive up to Minneapolis. It was a shady ass motel that we stayed at, but like the next morning, pretty much. I think it was the next morning. Yeah, it was the next morning. We got a call, or we got the notification that it was delivered. So we drove the 3 hours back to Great Wolf Lodge and got the phone. Drove 3 hours back again. Got to the Sprint store, got activated. So I finally have a phone. So that's what I'm recording on right now. And it's fucking amazing. I'm extremely excited and happy with how this turned out. So spent a couple days in Minneapolis, did some bar hopping, saw some friends. And then we decided to drive back down to Chicago to surprise Alpha at IML, and so Sean could experience a bit of IML. So we got up at, I think it was like 7 a.m. or so. Yeah, we woke up at 7 a.m., drove the 6 hours back past Great Wolf Lodge again, drove back to Chicago, wandered around IML, hung out with Alpha and his leather family. Saw a bunch of friends very quickly, very briefly. Went to the Gear Blast party, passed out around 11 or so, and woke up at 5:30 a.m. the next morning. We were on the road by 5:45, 6 or so. Drove 13 hours through Iowa and Nebraska, which was the most boring fucking drive ever, and arrived in Cheyenne last night. And now Sean has flown back home for his mom's birthday. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, I'm just hanging out here. I thought I was gonna have a nice quiet evening watching the Harry Potter movie marathon, but the fire alarm went off in the hotel, so we all had to evacuate, but it was a false alarm kind of thing. So now I am just chilling. I've been playing Mario Kart on the Wii since I brought that along. I'm really glad I did. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I believe Sean's coming back tomorrow night. Might be the next morning though. Then we're driving up to Yellowstone for a few days, and then it's on to Seattle. We have decided to pass by Portland because we couldn't find some place to stay. So we're going from Seattle, driving down along the coast to San Francisco. I also cut off Los Angeles because nothing really interests me there. It's just a tourist trap in my opinion. So Los Angeles, then it's on to Vegas for EDC. And then we're trying to figure some other things out. We have cut off Florida. We're going to do that another time. So I'm actually going to be home first couple days of July, probably on the 1st or the 2nd, instead of the 17th. So, yeah. Now is when the fun stuff is going to be happening, since it's all new territory and we're past all the fucking cornfields. Which is exciting. But, yeah, I guess I'll just end it with that. I'm having an awesome time, and hopefully I'm going to be meeting more people, more followers, or whatever. Meet new people that I've known online that I haven't met in person yet, so that'll be fun. Okay, hope you guys have been well, and hopefully we'll be able to post more photos and video soon. We've been taking stuff with GoPro, we just haven't been editing it because laziness, I think, and focusing on what's going on in the present. Okay, I'm done now. We guys have a good night, day, whatever. Okay, bye.